How to be French thanks to clichés. In order to turn yourself into a Frenchman, you need a few things, and we are going to show you what you will need in this video. First of all, one of the main things to be French is to be dressed like French people. This is why you will need to buy some clothes. First, you must absolutely get a striped jersey. Make sure the lines are blue, otherwise it won't be authentic. Then, get a short red scarf and wrap it around your neck, but not too tightly, otherwise you might choke yourself. Finally, find a beret, preferably a black one, and wear it proudly. Once you have got all of those clothes, you must take care of your appearance. Indeed, you should get a beautiful mustache and shave the rest of your face, except your hair, of course. Moreover, you must not take too many showers, so that you smell bad. Thus, you can delicately perfume yourself with world-famous French fragrances such as Chanel No. 5, Jean-Paul Gaultier, etc., in order to conceal the awful smells. Also, girls, French women are known all around the world for their famous, for never shaving, so forget about using your razor, it's all up to you, just saying. The second main thing to be French is to eat specific French food. The most important is to get a baguette, so that you can eat everything you want with. Even if you don't really like it, pretend you do, unless you want everybody to know you're a fake French. After that, get a dry sausage, which goes well with bread. Third, get a bottle of red wine. And then, get a cheese which smells very bad, because the more it reeks, the better. Be careful, even though you will be tempted to drink copiously, don't forget that too much alcohol is bad for your health. Besides, you can add other famous food or drinks such as horse meat, frogs, snails, garlic, champagne, and so on. As for the snails, you must get a strong stomach, otherwise you will probably vomit them all. The last thing about French food is the breakfast. Insofar as this is the first meal of the day, some will say that this is the most important one. That's why you don't have to forget that French people eat the famous duo croissant café in the morning. Both of them are pretty good for breakfasting, don't worry. And of course, you can take a bite of baguette too. That's all for the food. In the end, you can courageously begin to eat all that real food. But don't worry, even if the French food is quite strange, they are still considered one of the best cooks in the whole world. Really enjoy the meal. Another crucial point is to behave like a Frenchman. In this respect, you have to begin your day by strongly complaining, grumbling about everything, being moody and gloomy. In such a bad mood that people will quickly change direction when seeing you in the street, for fear you might eat them, or something. You must be in a bad mood as much as you can, and you do have to show it to other people. When it comes to work, you'll often have to organize strikes and demand holidays. You should also be a member of a trade union to complain about work conditions, CEOs, and everything you can.
In contrast to that completely repulsive side of the French behavior, French are also known for being quite classy and very romantic persons to some extent. Indeed, Paris is the capital of love. Moreover, France is a cornerstone of the haute couture around the world nowadays, with a lot of well-known fashion designers like the senior figure Jean-Paul Gaultier. One important thing that you shouldn't ignore is that French people never ever speak another language than the French one. They are terribly bad at learning and speaking other language. So if someone is just enough to brave your bad mood face and asks you their way in the street in other language, just make a red face and utter something like "hein" or "quoi?" Or you can also enrich your vocabulary with one of the answers a very well educated French person would say, like "I only French" or "me no speak English." The last thing that you should really do to be French is to know about French famous places and history, or at least the most crucial elements. As you should know it, France lost the 2 world wars before the intervention of its allies, and Napoleon lost the Battle of Waterloo. Even if it is not much, France keeps a very bad image of these defeats. Indeed, the legend says that French people would always rather surrender than fight at war. Also, France is a country that tries to avoid as much as possible wars. We are diplomatic. So, in order to look as much French as possible, always surrender if someone asks you to do something that involves fighting. But don't worry, the French people will be proud of you for keeping its traditions real. Thanks to French people, the world got some famous inventions and discoveries like, to quote some of them, guillotine, cabaret, French kiss, and of course, most important and serious are the following ones. So, to strengthen your French image, just say you have invented one of those. Obviously, no one will think a single second you are lying. And you should also know which French figures and events are known all around the world, so you can make fun of people who don't already know. Some of the most famous sport events are French, particularly in tennis with Roland Garros and in cycling with the Tour de France. Finally, the most known place is of course the Tour Eiffel. Thus, I think you get the main information to become French as soon as you wish, even though you probably forget some clichés.
Au revoir.